I see him 20 times a day in clinic. I mean, it's ironic because he has just such classic features of neurodegeneration. I mean, word finding difficulties, and that's not, oh, I couldn't find the word. That's from degeneration of the word retrieval area. I could have diagnosed him from across the mall.
All right. Well, joining me to discuss is Dr. Frank Contessessa. Dr. Contessessa, good to have you with us this evening.
Great to be with you, Todd. Thank you.
All right. Apologize for that. Let's get right to this. First of all, it appears that President Biden's inner circle is either in denial about his health or they just don't care and they don't want to give up power. What do you think is the play here? What do you think's going on?
Well, I certainly can't speak to what's going on behind the scenes with the president's staff or at the White House, but I can tell you the doctor that just appeared in the opening there. I've been saying this for quite some time, and I remember, being, you better be careful about what you say. I said, but listen, I can only comment on what I see in my observations, and there's clearly something going on. I think everybody's known about it. I think the debate. We've been seeing this for quite some time. What we saw in the debate, and all of a sudden now everybody's waking up and their eyes are opened. People have known about this for a long time. Obviously, the White House staff has known about this. This didn't just creep up. I think everybody that's been surrounding him has known about this. So the idea that, oh my God, I can't believe how bad he is, how bad it's gotten, I think that's dishonest from a lot of perspectives, because we've all been able to see it if you've been paying attention.
So earlier on the national radio show, I had Senator Roger Marshall, who is actually a medical doctor. He says that other doctors on Capitol Hill serving in Congress, they all seem to say that the president is showing signs of Parkinson's disease. Now, if in fact that is true and that is accurate, is that something that that can be treated, or is this going to be a case where he's never really going to get better?
It's a good question, Todd. And it's interesting that I paid attention to the way that Karine Jean-Pierre worded the answer of the president is not being treated for Parkinson's. He's not taking medication for Parkinson's. Parkinson's is a progressive, untreatable disease. The symptoms can be managed with medications to reduce tremors and things like that. But not all people get tremors bad enough where they need medication to control the tremors. And those medications only work for a short period of time, just a couple of years. So some people choose to not take medication and just deal with it as it comes. Now, there's a Parkinsonian dementia that goes along with Parkinson's, not all the time, but often. So when she said, President isn't being treated for Parkinson's, I take that to mean maybe he's just not taking the medication to cover up the symptoms for Parkinson's. Because you don't treat Parkinson's. You treat the symptoms of Parkinson's.
It just seems to me, doctor, and again, there's got to be somebody in that building who has to stand up and say, this man is not healthy. This man is not capable of doing the job here. It's time to go back to Delaware.
Yeah, as a physician, I read the statements that came from the White House physician, from the president's personal doctor. It's hard to imagine signing a piece of paper that vouches for the cognitive health and the cognitive ability of this person. And listen, this is not political to me. This is a medical thing. And I can't, it's hard to imagine a medical doctor signing a piece of paper that gives him a clean bill of health from a neurological and a cognitive point of view. You don't need to be a physician to see that there's something going on, whether it's Parkinsonian dementia or Lewy body dementia or Alzheimer's. Something is clearly going on. So it's hard to imagine that the people around him continue to ignore that.
Well, it certainly is. All right, Dr. Contessessa, always appreciate your great diagnosis there. Thank you.
Thank you, Todd.